theme song, dude.
Yeah, we do need a theme song. Hi everyone, welcome Around the Herd. Last week I said welcome to Around the Herd. I think welcome Around the Herd's better.
Wait, did you do one last week?
Yeah, it's just me because you two bailed. I don't think it has any views. I don't know
Oh
how to
wait,
post.
you did post.
How
Oh, I
long
didn't
did you
watch.
go for?
I wish I would have watched.
I think for like 2 minutes because who's I gonna have a conversation with?
Oh,
Also, I keep my sunglasses on because I'm staying anonymous. But yeah, I don't know how to post anywhere. I posted to YouTube last time. I got to figure out how to get on Apple Podcasts.
All right.
what's
But
up
I
with the
genuinely don't know why anyone would listen to the show. So it's great. It's just more talk with the boys.
We're gonna go fire, dude.
Dude, we're gonna go viral.
Do
Dude, I
that,
got
yeah,
the
you
number.
do that now until we start
Zach
getting
Wilson.
traction.
Zach Wilson looks terrible.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is dead. I feel like we should probably just start there.
That's tough.
Or should we start with the Bears, dude, and just get it out of
No,
the way?
let's start with Rodgers.
Yeah, breaking news.
Yeah, we don't have to go in any order because like no one's gonna listen, so we can just do whatever we want.
Lazard.
All right.
Oh,
You guys want to go? You guys want to go game by game, or you want to go?
Yeah, I think game by game is probably easiest.
well, just like
I'm pulling
Alright.
up
that
the
was
score.
a laser. All right,
I'm
Zach.
googling. Really organized podcasting. That's what I love about this.
This is
Probably a
this is
great
what
listen.
this is
Not gonna.
OTAs. This is why you practice.
Yeah, we didn't get any It's like our preseason game.
I do want permission to go off on the Bears game, but that's coming later.
Yeah, you can't pull that out right at the beginning.
No. Also, think of your start bench cut because I'm so cutting those up for TikTok.
Okay.
They're gonna do nothing.
Like I don't even know. Let's see.
All right, let's start with. I think I just pulled up. Nope, this is just not right. This is a great podcast.
Are you guys watching Manning Cast or normal?
No, I'm watching the normal shit.
I got normal.
Do they have a sick guest though?
They have McEnroe and who's the other one?
Bro, when I turned on my TV and McEnroe was interviewing, I was like, "What the fuck?"
Wait, yeah, we can start with me and Beatsky can start with the U.S. Open. 24, Djokovic.
That shit was sick as fuck. And I'm trying to buy a sweatshirt, but they don't sell them yet. And he would literally make so much money. The shirt was
24. Yeah, it was
buy
hard.
the shirt, but the fucking pullover with the. And respect Medvedev, thanking the crowd. Fuck him, but respect. They were booing him for the last month.
Medvedev low-key grew on me at the end, but Djokovic too good. I didn't really.
Also, Medvedev, ugly girlfriend. We can move on.
Oh fuck, dude! Not a lot of confidence then. That's
Well,
why.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's why I'll never beat Djokovic.
And Djokovic.
Also, him celebrating with McConaughey, that was hilarious.
That was awesome.
All right, football.
Wait, one more thing.
Let's talk college ball on Wednesday.
Should we talk? I feel like we should just talk about the whole weekend. We can start with college ball, some college ball takes.
All right, let's start with college ball. I feel like this is chronological.
All right, Illini was the first game. We had Illini.
All right, Kansas looks good. Like their offense looks good.
One more thing. Let's not just on tennis. I feel like Kobe Bryant is like the ultimate like Swiss Army knife.
That's because he speaks multiple languages. Like he's a European man in a African American person's body.
Yeah, and just like, him dying early, like everyone loves Kobe, and like if anyone does something bad and they're just like
Kobe,
says something nice about Kobe, everyone's like, oh
yeah,
shit.
everyone. He's universally.
We can play that if we ever fuck up on the podcast and say something bad. We'll just post like a Kobe tribute.
Yeah, like Mamba mentality.
Yeah.
Next
all right.
Also, talking tennis, I saw a Subway commercial today that was Mahomes and Nadal.
I saw that.
Cool.
I was so confused when I saw Nadal.
All right, college ball. Yeah, UVI lost. The defense got torn apart.
Yeah, I saw something online that like our defensive coordinator, when he's been coaching, like the new one, it's been bad game. But you know what? I believe in the boys. We're gonna upset Penn State.
Penn State's shaking in their boots.
Yeah.
I'm also Indiana doesn't look that bad.
You're
Indiana
right.
looks solid.
Like the option with whatever is Jackson,
the triple option.
PJD's fucking brother, fucking pretty electric, which sucks.
Good win for Ohio State week 1.
I know, and Kansas is also sick. Kansas is sick.
I
Kansas,
think Kansas looked good. Their
They
quarterback is
looked
good.
really.
yeah, electric
I'm
factory.
almost gonna say I think it was less about Illinois looking bad and more about like Kansas was
I
like.
We
agree.
also fought back.
I would take
We
team total overs for the rest of the year. Kansas is gonna put up a fight in the Big 12. Their offense is insane. They're actually so fast.
But is Texas just gonna dominate the Big 12? I feel like they're always games.
This is my thing about That was a big win for them. Ewers, the
Awesome.
boy, Adonai Mitchell. That was a huge transfer from Georgia. He looked great.
Looks sick.
But Texas is gonna find a way to Texas, and they're gonna
Dude,
lose.
that tight end number 0 is sick.
They're good. They're loaded. They have so much draft talent.
But
But
what
it's also Texas, and they
are
always
they
lose.
making? Like, are they a play? Like, they're a college playoff team.
I don't think. I mean,
I
They're
think
gonna
Florida
lose
State
I'll
is
believe what
too.
I see.
Texas. But
They
who else
always
is
play down to their opponent. They
who else?
played good against Bama last year, and they still lost like 3 conference games.
That's true. But Quinn got hurt.
No,
Yeah,
but he only got hurt for that game, and then he came back for the other games.
He was never the same though.
It's
it's like
just
a
Texas.
fucking.
They always find a way to
Did
mess it
love
up.
Quinn Ewers. He was just throwing the ball like as high as possible on some of those things.
That was awesome.
He threw some dots.
It makes it so fun to watch, and you just watch the ball float for so
Yeah.
long.
Yeah, and Milrow, like I don't know, maybe he'll
Milro's not. He
be.
cannot throw the ball.
Yeah, I mean
They also don't have like any wide receivers really.
he's fast.
Here's what I think. You know how Evelyn this year's been like. This is the year everyone like sleeps on Bama. They're just gonna run it down people's throats. I think they just fully embrace that and like actually have no passing offense and just be like, all right, we're gonna have Milrow bring an extra blocker and we're just gonna run every
I
play.
think that they should. I don't think the SEC is like that strong this year, anyways.
I
They
mean,
don't
dude,
play
I
Georgia
think
in the regular season, so
that's how
Yeah.
like
Georgia gets.
LSU got killed by
Yeah.
Florida State. I didn't see that. I thought LSU was gonna be good.
Yeah, Sam. Florida State's fucking pretty sick though. I'm a big
I mean,
fan of
Georgia-
Florida State.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman is sick. Michigan
I'm big-
State 2 brutal losses.
Yeah.
Keon Coleman and Mel Tucker.
Yeah, but apparently Mel Tucker's innocent. So
No, they already canned him.
yeah, but he says he's innocent.
Yeah, the due process is not in line there.
I don't understand football coaches, especially college football. Like, how is there always scandals?
I don't know, dude. He just got paid like $100 million,
Yeah.
and then the next week he lost like 59-2 against Ohio State, and now 2 years later he's fired.
Poor guy.
Poor guy.
Colorado's the best show in football, college or pro.
I'm a
And
believer.
I go beat Oregon.
No, Oregon's good.
Dude, their
Oregon
schedule is
struggled
brutal.
against what's it, Texas Tech?
The Pac-12 is loaded. They're the
Dude,
Yeah,
probably the
Pac-12
deepest
is
conference.
loaded.
At Oregon, and then they at home against USC.
I know. I
They
think
play
they'll beat
Utah?
Oregon.
Do they play
and then
Washington?
USC.
I think they play both of them. Their
I think
schedule.
they play Washington at the end. Yeah, Washington's also fucking.
Washington's really good. Penix is really good. So their offense is
Like
crazy.
Utah, they almost fumbled this week, but like
Yeah.
Dude, their quarterback is coming back though.
Cam Ryan.
Rising's
Also,
coming back.
The 2 QB shit with Utah.
It's electric.
It's
They
not
gotta-
good. They should have lost to Baylor.
I'm not a big fan. But that one guy, I don't know who he is, but the track runner, he is fucking
fast. But once they
So-
get Rising back, they're gonna be solid.
Yeah, dude. Also, how long is he out for?
He's supposed to be back this week or like
I
this
thought
past
he
game.
was supposed to play week 1. Like,
Yeah. So I don't know if we'll see when he comes back.
dude,
Pac-12's gonna be a gauntlet though. I think they all just beat each other up, and I don't
Yeah,
know who comes out on top. I mean,
I like
not
that we're
Colorado.
going through the whole season, and like it's gonna end up being like Georgia, Michigan, Ohio State, and one other team.
And the winner of the
You
Pac-12.
think-
Whoever
You think
comes
so?
out.
They beat each other up. Like I think Clemson looks horrible too.
well,
Florida
what's
State. Florida State. All right.
It's
So
like
that's
Florida-
we have Ohio State, Michigan, Georgia, and Florida State.
I like
kinda like
Florida
that.
State a lot.
Big
Because who
two
does
SEC
Florida State play?
Kind of like that. Kind of like that.
Also, Ohio State does not look good. Like
Does
they've looked.
Does
Who?
Florida State play Notre Dame?
Yeah, Florida State plays Notre Dame.
So that.
I mean,
Notre
Ohio
Dame's
State
got a-
plays Notre Dame too.
Oh no!
Josh Allen, arm punt. That was honestly a pretty good punt.
I thought it was a punt when I looked up.
He pinned him, like at the 3.
You guys are so ahead of me.
Actually, dude, that defense looks really, really good.
The under I
Dude, actually, Florida State they have to play Duke.
Duke is not good. Clemson is just awful.
Clemson was losing to Charleston Southern or something.
And then they won.
It was something worse than
As soon as I texted they're struggling, I think they scored like 30 points.
Well, you knew they were coming back to win that game, but like the fact that it was close, even for a little, was crazy.
Yeah.
Florida State plays CU at Florida on Thanksgiving. That'll be tough.
That's pretty cool. But Florida is terrible, actually. Did you watch them week 0 or week 1?
Yeah, they looked horrible.
They were awful.
And they were at home week 0, weren't they?
No, it was at Utah.
Yeah, but Graham Mertz might finally figure it out and do that like one Illinois game.
Forgot about Graham Mertz.
What if he just dices up Florida State? That'd be awesome.
He has it. He has it in his bag. We know he does.
He literally does.
It's just so deep somewhere.
It just has to be a Friday. But he played on a Friday on the.
You're right.
No, it was a Thursday. I don't know. I can't remember.
So maybe he'd be a 7th round draft pick to only play on Thursday Night Football.
One other thing about college football, Caleb Williams, if he doesn't win the Heisman, then this shit is actually rigged. Like,
I don't know. Shadur's putting up a fight.
Not even
Shadur. Did you watch Caleb Williams play?
Dude,
no,
it was 45. It was 45-3 in the second quarter.
I think Shadur is good, like very good, but it honestly just be like they don't want to give it to somebody 2 years in a row. Like
that's the thing is college football is so much about the narrative, and like Colorado has all the hype right now, like a whole narrative. If he keeps putting up the stat line he does, and they keep winning games, he's like his narrative alone might get it to him.
I think I'm a believer in him, but if it's like they're not gonna go undefeated, and Caleb Williams is just straight up better and more electric to watch.
You're 100% right.
I agree. I think the only argument, like if Travis Hunter has like 50
No, he didn't even score last week.
6 interceptions.
He didn't even score last week. He didn't even have an interception last week.
It's a quarterback's award.
Yards.
Quarterback's award.
Yeah, he's not going to win it. I don't even think he'll get invited to New York. I don't even know if that's a hot take.
Hot college football takes.
All right.
Travis Hunter.
Travis Hunter's the man. But
yeah, I think that's all I have to say.
But Caleb, I guess if you're comparing it to Caleb, there ain't nobody.
Also, one last thing. Sucks that big noon kickoff got taken from Illinois to Colorado State.
We still have Gus and Joel on the call, but they
really Breece Hall. Oh my God,
he's gone. Oh, that's a.
Remember when Pap said to sit Breece Hall this week?
Dude, he
did.
Also, what
he did? He sat him.
Yeah, he sat him.
Oh my God, what an I knew that was just the dumbest take in the world.
So what he tore was it his ACL and MCL last year?
I don't even know.
I mean,
but he looked fine in Hard Knocks, so
he looks fucking unbelievable. I remember looking at J.K. Dobbins the year after, and he couldn't run. Like
J.K. All right.
That's
a good transition, actually.
All right, let's start Thursday night.
Yeah, Thursday night.
Kadarius Toney sucks.
Yeah.
But buy low. I think like anytime touchdown, Kadarius Toney next week might be a lock.
I think that wide receiver room might be the worst one in the NFL.
It definitely is, I think.
There's Carolina's really bad.
Carolina
has Robert Woods, no? Didn't he go
Adam?
For
Texans have Robert Woods. Carolina has Thielen and what's the dude from like Ole Miss?
Mingo.
No, I was gonna say Tank Dell. Fucking thinking Tank.
Mingo. Yeah, I don't know. My take on the Thursday night game is the Lions won, like good for them, but I might be just like a Lions hater, but like they didn't look good at all. They barely won. They scored 14 points on offense, and this is the Chiefs without their Chris Jones and Kelsey, and they only scored 14 points on offense. The only reason they won is because Kadarius Toney cannot catch the ball. That's the only reason they won.
They still played them close, and they definitely
kinda.
They won the battle.
They had to go for it on their own 20 in the first quarter to win by 1 point. Like, I don't know. I don't think it was very impressive.
Yeah.
I wanted to win, but I don't think that they like took the next.
I don't think the offense was impressive at all. I think the run game up front. I mean, they ran all over them, but I guess the counter argument's no Chris Jones. So it's like,
no Chris Jones. Like,
No Chris Jones, no Kelsey. I mean, the Chiefs will be fine. They're gonna figure it out.
And
The
they
Chiefs,
just,
I'm not worried about the Chiefs.
dude, they're
I
good.
still do think it's a good win for the line. Like, I mean, going
It's
on the road
definitely
to
a good win.
but
Maybe
yeah,
I'm a little too pessimistic on the Lions.
I get what you're saying though. They didn't look as good as everyone's been hyping them up to look.
Because like their offense was only the only thing that people talked about last year. They scored 14 points.
Yeah, and it
Yeah,
was David Montgomery 4-yard rushes.
respect David Montgomery though. That
He looked
graphic of him.
good. I like their running backs.
Thunder
I also
might.
like when Jamison Williams comes back after suspension.
Fuck. What is it? 6
He's
weeks?
never gonna. Didn't he get hurt though? Something.
Did he
Yeah,
also get hurt? I have no idea.
he doesn't play for another 6-7 weeks because he fucking gambling.
And that was
Yeah, I would
BS.
never gamble.
He
So
was so good at Bama. Like I feel like he's gonna do something when he comes back.
yeah.
All right.
All right. You want to go to your Ravens?
Sure.
I
Let's do the
would
Ravens.
say Flowers next.
Origami.
Uh,
Origami.
Scorigami, that was awesome. The Ravens looked rusty and they still like beat the shit out of the Texans. So that is big takeaway. I think the Ravens very good. Uh, this kind of leaks into the Bears, but we'll talk about it later. But Roquan is the best linebacker in the
Yeah.
NFL. Like he's so good.
Like,
I can't believe the Ravens have him now. Uh, yeah, take on the Texans. They're bad. They're really bad. So that's about it.
I think Stroud probably had the worst.
I think Stroud looked fine. Like he didn't crumble.
I think him and
But like
Bryce,
his offensive line is terrible. He doesn't really have any weapons. So the Ravens are good defensively.
both look fine. Richardson probably looked the best. Crazy to say.
I do think Richardson also looked the best. But
So I didn't watch a single snap from this game,
oh, I forgot you went to the game.
but all I know is C.J. Stroud caught his own first pass, which is so sick.
Someone else did.
That's a stat that you got to remember for
Favre
trivia.
did it.
No,
Yeah, I
no.
heard
Someone
that.
else did it yesterday too.
Oh, what?
Ritter.
Did it, but like that wasn't
But it
his
wasn't
first completion in that.
pass, but that was Scott Hansen was taking me through it. I couldn't believe it.
Oh, Greg the leg with the field goal. I'm so behind you guys, but that's big for my fantasy team.
I didn't even look if he made it.
Oh, I need to fade Garrett Wilson tonight. I'm up like 22 points, and buddy I'm playing has Garrett Wilson left.
Zach Wilson's got to make those.
I also have a first touchdown guy that I'm following, and he's been up like 200 units every year. He lost every single bet, and I'm betting 10 units of my own, and I'm down bad. So we really need Gabe Davis
Gabe Davis anytime.
Gabe Davis first touchdown. I'm going to be down
$100
or $180 this week.
You're due. You're due.
It was always
But it's the name of the game. It's like
also week one.
And then if Gabe Davis scores, I'm going to be up money this week.
Last thing about the Ravens, Zay Flowers is electric. Like,
oh yeah, Zay Flowers he's good. He's real good.
I had Scott going in my ear walking to the Bears game, and I just heard his name so many times. I was like, I love Zay.
Dude, they just like force fed him target. Like,
yeah.
It's like wide receiver screen. They got like Georgia's offensive coordinator from last year. It looks like a college offense. Like they're just like swinging it out to people.
OBJ.
I like what you do. I heard I mean, yeah, we'll get to it.
The Ravens.
All right. Bengals Browns. Battle of Ohio.
All I'll say about it was like the weather was terrible. It's kind of like reminds me of the Bears-Niners game week 1 last year. The Browns defense, at least their defensive line is legit. Like Myles Garrett, Depoy, I would put the future in.
Okay.
The D line looks.
Yeah, we'll get to the Steelers later, but T.J. Watt and Myles Garrett, those 100%. Might be the two best.
Parsons looked pretty sick last night.
He did.
Oh, yeah, but Giants too are a disaster. But Browns own the Bengals at home, like we knew that. Batting wise, what ton of money was on the Browns? America saw it coming.
Yeah, I mean,
sucks for fantasy.
But, if you're the Bengals, like,
just regroup.
I mean, Burrow missed camp again. Like, but I don't know. Like Joe Mixon, that was weird. I don't know what the running back situation really is.
Yeah, it was strange. I don't know. They couldn't get anything going.
Yeah,
but I think they'll be fine. It's good for the Ravens, honestly, to get a lead in the division or not have the Bengals win.
Joe Burrow thrown for 80 yards is crazy.
Absurd.
Because I don't think Mahomes.
Absurd. But
I don't know.
yeah,
My only thing,
absurd.
like Bengals fan, it's the same thing as the Chiefs. Like you're gonna be fine.
You're gonna be fine. I agree.
They're
Not
bad. I do think Julio's point about the Browns defensive line, like it's just a bad matchup for the Bengals because the Bengals O line's like a little shaky. So when they play a team that just can't absolutely dominate them up front, like
Yeah.
they find when they play the Chiefs, they like play because the Chiefs have like what Chris Jones, and that's like they don't have that like freak defensive
Yeah.
line.
I also think the Bengals starting right tackle didn't play, or their starting right guard. Someone didn't play for them.
Really?
There's so many injuries to start. Oh, so many injuries to start the year. Kind of absurd and hard to keep up with.
It
But
is.
Dude,
if I were a Bengals fan, I wouldn't be too worried.
speaking
Oh,
of
the
injuries,
Ravens also got decimated with injuries.
yeah,
4 starters went down, and
no,
Mark Andrews didn't even play.
yeah,
That's
It happens every single year.
every year the
Every
Ravens.
year. So annoying.
went down too. But I think he came back for the Chargers, and he gets hurt every year.
He came back in the fourth quarter on the last drive.
Yeah.
Tampa
But
Bay.
speaking of injuries, Rams look sick. No Cooper Cup.
Oh, you want? Let's go Rams Seahawks.
That's what I'm saying. Stafford was slinging the rock. What, Tutu Atwell and another Simone dude's name?
Puka
Puka
Nacua.
Nacua.
Nakua, dude.
That is all right because we're. If I were you, Kevin, because you have Cooper Cup and I have Cooper Cup in my home league, I'm wagering all my points on Puka Nacua in my home league. I don't even want him in our league, but he looks like the real deal. Stafford has still got it. Like he's still slinging it.
Insane, bro. I mean, he's had 18 things with his shoulder, and he's still slinging it. I mean, it's actually nuts.
I also saw something that like a bunch of teams called the Rams this offseason to see if Stafford was available for a trade. And the Rams were like,
I mean,
McVay's
I
back.
see why. He's playing at a high level.
Yeah, he's still great.
Now, I think Cooper Cup's coming back, but I'm definitely trying to get Puka Nacua.
Yeah. Also,
I won't be putting any wagering points on him.
Cam Akers is. I mean, that Williams guy had 2 touchdowns.
He's already swiped in our league too.
I mean, drafting Cam Akers and Kyle Pitts is just like it's like the meme of that dude was George Bush's ear. Like,
Oh wait, Kev, the Seahawks were your sneaky Super Bowl team. How are you feeling?
For all the millions of people that listened to episode 1, I actually think I checked, and I think there was 1 view, and it was probably me like seeing if the video posted. But the one thing I did talk about was that the Seahawks were like the absolute lock of a sleeper Super Bowl pick. Didn't watch a second of the game, but we're right where we want to be. You know,
I think Geno Smith might be a pumpkin.
He might regress. He might regress, which is crazy. I don't think that's gonna happen.
The crazy thing is he looked good for like the first quarter.
That's what he does.
They had a decent first half.
Yeah, like he looked good for like a quarter and a half, and then.
You want to hear myself? This is how I'm talking about back end. We were missing Devon Witherspoon.
I was gonna say spin zone. They didn't have the defense.
The 1-4.
Yeah, 1-4. They're missing their first pick, and then their second pick, also in the top 15, is coming back from a broken hand. Let's let these guys get healthy. They'll get it over. You know they're going to beat some teams they're not supposed to at home on like a Sunday night football game because the stadium just can be too loud for the other team. So that's a free 2 wins.
12th man was rocking.
They play the Cardinals twice. All they got to do. This is my dream scenario. The 49ers are going to win that. 49ers are winning. So as long as the Seahawks get the Seahawks get the
look at the TV.
Uh-oh.
He doesn't score.
You motherfuckers.
I agree with you.
Fuck. But
you're in a good spot. 0-1 is a great spot to be in the NFC, just like the Bears.
But my best case scenario is if they get the first wild card spot and play the NFC South winner.
Okay, the NFC South is so bad, but they got to play the Rams again, and they play the Niners twice.
I'm not like those. Yeah, that happens. But then they play the Cardinals twice, and they play the Broncos.
And they're gonna get the D-Roy, the defensive rookie of the year, back on their team.
And JSN's getting better.
True.
JSN looked okay. Geno just, I mean,
DK Metcalf looks like a baby. That's it.
Yeah, that one, the route he had on the touchdown was disgusting. Brandon Ayuk's route on his touchdown.
It was nasty. All right, yeah, let's go to Niners Steelers now.
Yeah, go Niners Steelers. Who wants to start?
Torski, you start.
Okay, this is a tough one for me because a lot of the parlay Steelers money line. Steelers and Browns were my lock, and the Steelers were just. I mean, Kenny Pickett. No jump is being made there. The O line is just not good. Running game is non-existent. The defense is pretty fucking good. I mean, TJ Watt, what, 2 strip sacks?
I heard he had
TJ
3
Watt
sacks.
looks like a monster.
Yeah, but I mean, the Steelers. If I'm a Steelers fan, I'm in the same boat as us. Like, there's nothing to look forward to. I mean, that was just at home too, where like it's supposed to be impossible to play there. Ridiculous. Purdy looks sick though. Niners Super Bowl team. They'll beat the Eagles. And the
Yeah, the Steelers. I don't know, but the Niners just look so damn good.
Oh, it's always Josh Allen. Oh, dicks.
No!
Fuck.
Why is it not number 13?
I wish.
Um,
Why is Sauce not on him? I
I
don't
have nothing else to add. The 49ers look like a fucking
49ers are good.
weapon.
I think Ayuk is like going to solidify himself as being better, the best weapon that they have receiving on that team.
Dude, they just don't like. They missed worse than anyone has ever missed on Trey Lance with what they gave up, but they've hit every single thing. A 7th rounder. Ayuk is in the first round is going to be it seems like he's going to be that guy. Dude, Kittle's unreal. Bosa's unreal. They have so many highest paid positions. Fred Warner's ridiculous.
McCaffrey, they got him.
McCaffrey, it's just ridiculous. They have one of the best coaches in football.
They are nuts.
That's going to get called back.
I think he's behind.
Is that like shaded?
He was over it.
No, any body part. Any body part.
Any body part behind you.
Yeah.
But Arizona, Washington. And that was talking Arizona, Washington.
I mean, that
pulled out a win. Good for the Commanders. New regime.
Good for the Commanders.
That's all I got to say. Caleb Williams is going to be a Cardinal.
Guy,
unless he goes back to school. His dad said that. That was awesome, too. That his dad said he might go back to school.
I do love
the team with the 1 pick.
What would the one? Yeah, I mean, who would have the 1 pick? Like, we're thinking Cardinals. What would the Cardinals?
I don't think he wants to go to Arizona.
Where does he? What would his options be? Like, where does he want to go?
I don't know.
Not be good options. Like,
he probably wants to go to like the Giants.
Yeah.
He's gonna do an Eli, and they're gonna get rid of Danny Dimes, and he's just gonna like force his way to like your market.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't sound too bad. You know, he's getting paid a shit ton in NIL, and he's just in college in LA, and he's the man. He could win 3 Heismans if he wins another one this year. Doesn't sound too bad to me. And a
Roger out for the game, by the way.
Yeah, but also
sucks to be a Jets fan right now.
So annoying.
So in terms of fan bases, like, I guess if you're the Cardinals, you can maybe look forward to Kyler, but I mean,
I think the Cardinals know where they're at.
Cardinals, like, you got really nothing to look forward to.
I mean, I didn't watch half of this, but it seems like they put up a good amount of fight. Like, that's the thing about the NFL is, like, those guys still play hard. Like, even though it's, like, pretty obvious they're tanking, like, when Kyler comes back, that team might win some games.
No,
like, I'm not saying, but they could be one of those teams that screw themselves out of a first overall pick. It's franchise changing. Win 2 meaningless games at the end of the year and fuck yourself.
I like them if they're just like big underdogs. Just take the points and watch them fight it out. Keep it close.
I like that. Head coach, he's got to try and prove it.
Why? He's a weirdo, but the defense is flying around, so he knows something, guys.
Why Sam Howell over Heineke? Like, I don't understand that at all.
Younger.
I don't even think Heineke is he on the Commanders anymore?
No, Heineke's on the fucking. He can't even start in Atlanta. But like, dude,
wait, let's go to Atlanta now. Did we talk about that?
They beat the Eagles on national television.
He's the guy, dude. He's still all time. Ski, you're good,
dude. And like, guys got behind him. That's also what I think about Purdy. He's not that good, but everyone on the Niners is just like, this is our guy.
Purdy worked perfectly for them. He just fits so nice.
He just doesn't make mistakes. It's pretty, and the offense is so electric where it's like, barely have to throw the ball more than like 15 yards. It's fucking crazy.
It's perfect for him.
You want to go Atlanta.
Yeah, Falcons.
8 yards of separation. It's fucking insane.
We could probably start saying the scores if people forgot. 24 Falcons, Panthers 10.
No one's
The
listening. You don't.
Falcons don't draft anybody on their fantasy team. Also, Bijan looks awesome, but just don't take anybody on their offense.
Yeah, Draymond and Kyle Pitts. Wow.
I benched Tyler Algier in both my leagues, and he got 2 touchdowns, or maybe just in one league. I think I have him.
He might be the new because he's taking all those inside the 5.
He's vulturing.
Like 250.
That's what he does, though. He just runs angry.
Yeah, well,
he's awesome. He's awesome. Oh, my hot take. This also kind of leaks into the Bears. If Justin Fields doesn't work out in Chicago, if Justin Fields was the quarterback of the Atlanta Falcons, like they would be sick. They would actually, they would be so sick. That's my big brain take. If the Falcons had Justin Fields, their offense would be electric.
Okay, you guys have more extensive knowledge of the history than me, but who is Matt Eber? Like, why? Who is this guy?
Are we doing this? This?
Yeah, wait. Kevin, give us an intro for Bears Packers.
All right. Well, first, before we get into it, each week I have 2 wins and two things I'm rooting for: Bears win and Carolina loss. So I was 1-1 this week because Carolina lost. You know what? So we got to set the level there. That's great for the Bears. Chin up. We're 1-1. You can go 500 each week and you'll be good. The Bears. I was at the game. Bears Packers. Probably the most disappointing thing I've ever seen. That whole crowd was just delayed. The word I'm looking for, deflated. There it is.
Wait, talk about the pregame atmosphere first.
Yeah, they came in
so rowdy. I mean, I got the call the night before that I got a free ticket. It was impossible to get to. Soldier Field's the absolute worst, in the worst spot ever, but it's on the lake, so it's cool. Fans were rowdy. People were getting drunk. It was great. Everyone was so excited. Everyone was in the game before kickoff, which is not normal. Just people so excited, and we just pissed down our absolute fucking leg. Here's what I want permission to go off on. It angers me so much. It's the coaching. I don't give a shit about any single thing a player did. I saw people going, nice pick. I saw people freaking out about Chase Claypool showing no effort. That's bullshit. Those clips are crazy. The O-line looked horrible. The D-line got the fewest pressures. Whatever. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about any of that. Fucking, I can't think of his name. God damn it! I had Luke Getsy. Luke Getsy is a fucking coward. He just spent the entire offseason and just went back to what he did week 1 last year. All we did was dump it down. And we didn't. Julio, what's Justin Fields good at? If you give me his 2 best skill sets, what's he good at?
Running the ball, deep shots.
We did neither. He maybe had 1 design run, and he threw 2 passes further than 10 yards. What are we doing? You're taking the Justin Fields out of Justin Fields because people online were like, he's got to complete more passes. Let's get him checkdowns. Yeah, that'd be great. But also do the things he's fucking good at. And then one more thing. You get this huge star, looks great, DJ Moore in preseason. You throw him the ball, he does 2 fucking crazy ass things. You throw him the ball twice. What
he was good when he caught it.
Game plan was fucking disgusting. Luke Getsy is a fucking coward. And if just let Justin Fields run, throw some fucking balls down. Fields throws a pick, I don't give a shit. Throw it downfield.
I agree.
What are you doing? Mm-hmm. That's my rant. Luke Getsy's a coward.
Mm-hmm. I definitely agree. It's just annoying because you really can't tell how good or bad this team is when the coaching is just not really putting them in the best position. Defensively, D-line is a problem, but overall, my reaction to the game is it is the first game of the year, and yeah, it sucks losing the Packers. I think the Packers are probably going to win the NFC North. They look good. Their defense is legit. People forget that this Packers team was the 1 seed in the NFC 2 years ago, and then they probably would have won the Super Bowl, but they played in that 5-degree weather game in Lambeau against the Niners that they lost. But it's basically the same defense, if not better now, and they're legit. So hopefully the coaching can figure something out, and maybe that was just a one-off game plan. That's kind of the kind of the hope that I have, that they just kind of game plan for the Packers and they never adjusted. But maybe for other teams it'll be different. Bucks have a good defense too, though, for next week. So
Jordan Love looks good. Christian Watson didn't even play.
I think
Like,
Jordan Love looks like fine. Like if I'm a Packers fan, I'm happy. But as anyone else, I'm not like wowed.
I'm optimistic for sure. I guess it was against the Bears, but he made a couple good throws.
He did, but
All right,
it is the Bears defense.
But the O line being the same issue for what our entire life. Like the Bears have never had an offensive line like this. That's the thing that makes no sense to me. The play calling. I don't think they threw screen passes everywhere, and you're not even letting Fields run the ball. I don't know.
It was weird.
The running backs,
Very
like
weird.
we have three like pretty good running backs, which is
Yep.
That's.
I think Roshan Johnson looks like he secured the running back one spot in week 1, which is pretty cool. He looked awesome. He
looked
did
good.
look good.
He looked good. Him and Herbert, like Little Thunder and Lightning, I think could be sick.
All right, couple final thoughts on this. I still think Fields he didn't have a great game, but I don't think he did anything to be like, oh, he's not the guy. I think it was all the coaching. He was graded higher than Jordan Love in PFF. Like he had 200 something passing yards. Didn't do much last year. Like he did his what the game plan allowed him. Second, people on Bears Twitter were freaking out about Jalen Carter had 8 pass rushes, or I don't fucking know, but pressures, and the Bears' whole defense had 5. We all in the moment were like, God damn it, why didn't we take Jalen Carter? Still agree with that.
Yeah.
But our offensive line looks so bad. Fields was pressured so much that I can't hate on the Darnell Wright pick. I know it's it could still be a good pick, but Jalen Carter, it hurts. It hurts a little bit.
It hurts. My thing about Fields is it just sucks because the coaching did not really put him in a good spot. But you want to see him at one point just exceed everything that's going on around him and just overcome it. He didn't do that. He didn't look bad. He wasn't good enough to win though, and that's kind of the thing that worries me. But I think if you put him in a little bit better spot, he just doesn't look confident. Just start slinging the ball. I get the game plan wasn't the best, but I'd rather just see him start chucking it.
Tampa Bay's a must-win next week. We'll move on.
Big game. They're good.
We can
though.
move on to Tampa Bay. Did we talk about Tampa Bay?
Yeah, talk about Tampa Bay.
Fucking Baker, baby.
2017, they beat the Vikings.
Baker, baby. Oh,
Mike not get 1,000 yards. He's going to do it again this year.
Who?
Mike Evans. He's going to get 1,000 yards. He's going to score 10 touchdowns. It's what he does.
He's so good.
All I'll say is Baker, when he plays with confidence, he was on the sideline, he was hyping guys up. Fist bump, next play, ass slap.
Great locker room guy.
Dude, the stiff arm? Did you see the stiff arm?
That's what I'm saying. When he plays
after?
acting like his fucking arrogant prick he is, he plays good.
He's not
he's not that great. I'm not denying that, but when he plays with that swagger,
he's a gamer. He cares.
Also,
he wants to win.
The Vikings suck. I mean, the Vikings defense got worse, which is
I don't understand.
I don't know how Kirk also does it, where he throws for 400 yards, and he looks terrible still.
Because he is the best wide receiver in football by a long shot. Tyreek Hill. We'll get to that.
But
Justin Jefferson is different, and Kirk still looks bad somehow.
It's
and Matt,
you knew that they weren't going to be able to win all the one-score games this year, and it's kind of hilarious that the first game that they had was a one-score game and they lost at home
against the fucking Bucks.
Yeah,
Bucks defense is also still very live.
They are.
Vita Vea's stuff and rush is it's 2020.
Bucks defense, I'm scared of for next week.
Yeah.
Also, I didn't understand people picking the Vikings, the NFC North. They're they're still the best team. It's they weren't even the Lions were
for sure
football team last year. They just won for and they got worse. I didn't get that pick.
Dude, they look so bad.
If I'm a Vikings fan, I don't even know what to think. Justin Jefferson doesn't have a deal. I mean,
Kirk Cousins is 35. It might fall apart real soon.
It could very easily fall off.
It's hard to have the wide receiver first and then get the quarterback.
It's hard.
Yeah.
What haven't we touched on? Saints.
Wait, do we Jags Colts? Did we talk about that?
No, we didn't.
No.
All
Calvin
right,
Ridley.
Jags won 31-21.
Jags were electric.
Trevor Lawrence, he's really good. Jags are legit. Anthony Richardson, he looked all right. That's all I got.
If you're a Colts fan, it's pretty promising. The Colts defense is also like Shaq Leonard and DeForest Buckner, like game changers. Like
that was talking Jacksonville, Indianapolis. One more game like that. New Orleans, Tennessee.
Oh my God. That was the worst game. I think that, in my opinion, that was the worst game of the week. Ryan Tannehill.
15-16 for people who don't remember.
Ryan Tannehill had the worst quarterback performance by far of the entire week.
Yeah, I don't know how he still has a job.
I just don't. It's because Vrabel can win games with Tannehill, but like
at some point, by one.
Tennessee just has to do the bottom out. They got to bottom out, or let Malik Willis or Will Levis sling the rock.
It's just not in Vrabel's DNA. He's so like
exactly
can't do it.
He's too good of a coach that he's just gonna like kill himself with Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, just let him. The Titans need to let him go to Chicago.
Yeah. Derrick Henry still got it. I mean, I didn't know they got Murphy Bunting. He looked kind of good on defense.
Yeah, the defense looked good.
I mean, Tennessee's really
their defense always is going to be good.
Olave had a nice day receiving. Rashid Shaheed. Yeah. That's my. I got him stashed in our league.
Yeah, shout out Rashid Shaheed.
He changed numbers, which really threw me off. But
yeah, that dude can ball though. I mean, and also Jared Carr just is kind of like Kirk Cousins. He just throws it. And I mean,
yep.
He'll get 250, 300. Easy. Saints rookie kicker. Shout out. What, 5 field goals?
Wait, did we miss was it the Bucks kicker, McLaughlin? He had like a 59-yarder.
Wait, where'd he go to school? Oh, yeah,
Illini legend.
Big Ten? P1G?
Oh, also Moody I think it's Moody on the 49ers from Michigan. He doesn't miss. Yeah. I don't know if
he didn't miss college.
I remember in college.
But dude, him and Cameron Dicker are like the two kickers I remember from college. Because Moody didn't miss and Digger the kicker would just only hit.
If you're a kicker in college and I know your name and you're not from one of my teams, you're either really good or really bad.
That's it. I can name 3. Blankenship too. That's about it. But Moody, I remember. I think Moody missed like 2 field goals at his time at Michigan or something.
He was nuts.
He was 50 yards.
He single-handedly won them the game against the Illini last year.
Yeah. It's fucking nuts.
All right, from 15 to 16 to 16 to 17, Vegas beats the Broncos.
Jacoby Myers looks exactly like Devontae Adams.
I got two.
Watching it, if I had Devontae Adams, I would actually like pull my hair out because they look exactly the same. And then he gets up and it's just number 16 instead of number 17.
But he's fencing. He got hit.
He got murdered.
He did it too.
I'm surprised he's still walking.
Prayers.
Yeah, hopefully he's all right.
He looked really good though. He looked really good.
Let Russ cook. Let Russ cook.
Let Russ cook. I think we have 3 games left, unless you got more to say on that one.
Russ is going to be good. They're going to make the playoffs. I'm a fan of the game.
Whoa.
But I think they're going to make the playoffs. I know
they're making the play.
Wild card spot. Book it. Javonte Williams looked terrible. Run game isn't that great. Book it, though. I like Russ. I think he looked good. I truly think Russ was like hurt last year or some shit.
Who in the AFC the beat out?
Yeah, for the wild card.
That AFC is loaded.
Let's think it out right now. I mean,
Browns, Bengals are going to be competing.
No, and then you also have
Ravens, whoever doesn't win the division.
Dolphins. So you're going to have two of those are going to be fighting for the wild card.
Dolphins, Bills, Jets.
Dude, I don't know. I'm a Sean Payton believer.
I don't know. I don't know about the Jets anymore.
I thought Russ looked good.
Yeah, you got takes like that.
I thought Russ looked good, but I mean, the Jets are done. They'll beat the Jets. Let's follow the Broncos schedule.
Yeah, we got to figure out if Aaron's actually down. I mean, the Jets will still be. Their defense is good enough to win them some games.
I'm seeing feared torn ACL or Achilles.
Dude, so old. He's never coming back.
Kobe. Dude, this Jets D line's really good.
They're disgusting.
Yeah.
This under was so free in this game, even if Rodgers played.
Okay, Broncos, they have a tough schedule.
Yeah, the AFC is loaded.
I mean, you got Chiefs twice, you got Chargers twice, obviously.
I respect the take, but losing to the Raiders week 1 is tough if you're going to do it in the AFC.
Tough.
I don't think they can do
tough.
it. So, I mean,
that was a divisional game.
If you're a team like the Broncos, what do you do?
I don't know. Do they have a first-round pick ever?
I don't know. You're dead.
They traded one for Sean Payton.
Yeah, I know. And 6 for Russell.
18 for... and Jerry Judy's not playing for 8 weeks.
Ugh.
That's
8 weeks?
That's a mess. Yeah, I think he tore his hamstring or some shit.
What is up with all these soft tissue injuries to start the year? Like,
it's the fucking turf, bro.
Can I say something? This is going to be crazy. If you get the number 1 pick...
Several weeks, yeah.
Like, I know you're taking Caleb Williams because he is actually that different. But there are so many good quarterbacks in college football this year.
I agree, but I actually thought about this the other day. It's either if I'm a team that's drafting high, Caleb Williams or Drake May, and those are by far the best two. I think there's a drop off after that.
And Julio's a big Drake May guy, but I think he'd still.
I'm on the Drake way.
But you still take Caleb first.
There's
Caleb first, 100%. But Drake May,
good
I love Drake May.
I think Quinn Ewers could be a good NFL quarterback. I think Michael Penix could be a good NFL quarterback. Dude, I think McCarthy's looked pretty good. Like, there's guys I think could do a starting job.
Sure.
That's like a Dak starting job, a Kirk Cousins starting job. But, like, Caleb Williams is, like, the potential to be Mahomes.
Well, I think Shanahan and, like, Purdy have shown, like, you got a great coach and a great team.
Okay, what about this, though? So the Niners, do they trade a first-round pick with somebody? Either way, if one of these, 5 or 6 quarterbacks, falls to them wherever they are in the first round,
they're going to get them.
True.
Yeah.
Like, if, Shedeur Sanders or, Michael Penix, or I don't even know, falls to them, do they take him? I feel like you might.
Then you get the extra 5th year in the contract to, like, have a backup quarterback on a rookie deal.
I feel like you might.
And there's so many that, like, what if the 49ers just get, like, Shedeur Sanders at, like, 32 this year?
Exactly.
It would be so nuts.
Like, I'm sure they would even love, McCarthy.
I thought they gave them all up for Trey Lance.
I don't know. Might have.
No, those are done now. Those are because remember, see, like, the haul that the Dolphins got versus the
like, Tyreek Hill and, like, everyone.
Yeah. Dude, only the 49ers could trade all their first-round picks for the next 4 years and figure it out. I mean, if the Bears did that...
It's insane.
Like,
but tell me,
angry.
You know what? But this is what I was getting into. If you have the number 1 pick, I think you could flop to 2 for a king's ransom. And if you really don't want to take one of those 2 top guys, you can get another king's ransom for Drake May, and then you just have a ridiculous amount of picks. You're Sam Presti.
This 1 pick, I think, might be the most valuable one.
I think it is. If Caleb Williams comes out.
If he goes.
And then the 2 pick might be the second most valuable, or the most valuable 2 pick.
Nah, I don't think Drake May is, like, actually like that. He's like,
I think they're definitely on a tier like them too. And then there's like
tier 1 is Caleb, and then tier 2 is Drake May, and then the rest are.
I agree. I think Drake May is elevated above, like, the rest of those guys.
Drake May reminds me of just Josh Allen. He's literally.
I literally agree.
He's massive and he's athletic.
Huge.
All right, we got 3 games left. Miami Chargers, the best game of the weekend. Didn't get to watch it. I'm very upset.
It was awesome.
It was awesome. You go, because I got some Herbert shit to get off.
Tyreek Hill won me my fantasy matchup in our league. He's awesome. Tua looked good. And I'll ask the question. Actually, I'll ask it now so I don't forget. When is Justin Herbert going to win anything of importance?
That's what I was getting to. Because I do think he's better than Tua.
He's, like, clearly so good at football, but he can't win.
He's so good. I don't know how Brandon Staley still has a job. I thought he got fired last year. And then I saw him on the sideline week 1 at double take. Also, the defense, isn't it, like, the highest paid defense in the NFL?
It's, like, supposed to be good.
I mean, you have Derwin James, Khalil Mack, and Bosa. I mean, that's one of those football things where it's like,
J.C.
or
Jackson,
one of
they
those
paid
sports
him a
things.
ton.
Yeah, J.C. Jack, dude, that's one of those sports things where like I don't. It's like Mike Trout and Shut. Like, how are you not good? I don't understand that. Herbert like still looks good every game too.
He
Like,
does. But then he also got the ball back with 2 minutes left and couldn't get a field goal. He only needed
yeah,
a field goal. So,
no,
like, I don't
but
know.
then the D line. I was gonna bring it. The D line for the Dolphins on that last series was. I mean, they had like 3 sacks or 2 sacks.
Their D line is sick. I'm a big Jalen
Yeah,
Phillips.
Bradley Chubb. I mean, they're dogs.
I also hate like Brandon Staley. We were just talking about it. Like he's a defensive coach. It's like the same thing with the Bears. Like Eberflus is a defensive coach. Like show me that like you can do it without guys.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
if you're a defensive head coach, your defense should be good regardless of if you have the best defenders in the
That should be
league.
the
I
one
Like
thing.
agree.
Yeah.
and Staley has some of the best defenders in the league, and they're still not it. I think they dip their toes too much into offense. It's like just do what you're good at. That's how you got to your job.
Yeah.
Like you think Andy Reid's going in like the defensive coordinator's room and like, hey, we should run this coverage? Like, no, he's just drawing up plays, doing fucking
Andy
duck
Reid
duck
shit.
a huddle, dude. Like, I don't know.
Like, we talked about Vrabel earlier. If you're going to have a defensive coach, you want your team to be exactly like the Tennessee Titans. Like,
Exactly.
it doesn't matter who they have, they're going to fucking fight. Like,
And their defense is gonna scheme you, and it's gonna be a brutal day for the opposing offense. No matter like Mahomes always says, he's like, we played Tennessee, they were so bad last year, and he's like, it's gonna be one of the toughest games.
it's just, that's how it should be, but it's just, yeah. Staley and
Yeah.
Eberflus.
I mean, the last thing, but like if you put the first 22 of the Chiefs and the Chargers next to each other, you're like the Chargers win 9 out of 10 games. And it's like.
It's been like 4 years now where their roster on paper looks like the best roster
And
in the
and
NFL.
granted, they have had injuries, but still, like.
Yeah, they also get decimated with injuries. Speaking of Austin Eckler,
I know. Yeah, Eckler hurt his ankle.
They're also in Mahomes' division and Mahomes' prime, which is I'll give them a little slack,
but
but like,
they haven't even made the divisional. Or no, they did, and then
well, they
No, they
made
made the
the
wild
Jags
card.
game. Oh my
That
god,
was the
that game.
wild card, right?
This is what I'm saying. This is
wild
Justin
card.
Herbert. Like,
That was
does
the
he just have
wild
this
card.
think on him?
But
Like,
I
I get it wasn't his
that game,
fault. Like,
that was Brandon Staley that was the worst clock management I've ever seen in my entire life. They
but
were
like,
halfway through the third quarter up
but
28.
Herbert couldn't score anything down the stretch. It's not like he like rescued him.
True.
Like, he's
I don't
not
know why they were
rescuing him to
throwing
win a
it on
game.
first and second down though. When you're up 28-7, it makes no sense. It makes
You
no
know
sense.
what I'm gonna get nervous of? I love Brandon Staley from the point that he goes for fourth so much, and I think he's getting a little too much hate that he might start like second guessing himself. Whereas before, I don't think he gave a shit, and they just went for it every time. It
Yeah.
always like it never worked out for him. But I
Now he's
love
feeling a hot seat.
it makes watching red zone so much better when they're going for it at like a 4th and 8 from their 45-yard line. It's like why? Like just punt it. But I love it. So I hope he's doing that.
Yeah. So this Chargers loss, the wild card loss, and remember when it was like the last week of the regular season 2 years ago, and they needed to tie or
The
win against
Raiders
the
Oh,
Raiders to
and
make the
Derek Carr called a
playoffs,
timeout.
and Derek
Yeah,
Carr called the timeout so they could kick like a 60-yard field goal to lose. Like
yeah,
that's like the most Chargers thing ever. Like maybe
yeah.
Justin Herbert just cursed.
Yeah, no, and also in all those games, Justin Herbert on like 4th and 17 would just convert.
It's like it doesn't. I don't know.
I don't know.
Philly, New England. Philly pulls it out in an ugly, rainy game.
I want to hear
20.
Dorsey's thoughts on the Birds.
Bizarre game. Birds came out, and I was like, we're back. Like, it's over. They're going to win. Fuck the Niners. Fuck everyone in the AFC. Bill Belichick pulled out. I mean, I don't know much about football, but Tony Romo was like, he's pulling out defensive coverages that I've never even seen. And he was scheming them up. Jalen's ball security, I actually think is an issue. Like, up there with Lamar Jackson's. Like, it's pretty bad. Holds that thing like a loaf of bread. Fucking dude from any given Sunday. Pat's defense, though, Pat's D-line, like Judon, them boys was humming. I don't know. The Pats are, like, weird. The Eagles, Eagles are going to be great. Eagles are going to be great. I think Hurts looked like he regressed a little. That's all I got. But Eagles head out high. Pats, my head's, I don't know. Mac Jones looked good at the end, but he also looked terrible at the beginning. He looked like Mac Jones.
This game actually was so confusing because it
So
started off and it looked like the Eagles were going to do exactly what the Niners did to the Steelers.
literally.
And then you just look at the score later and the Patriots are almost tied. It was nuts.
Yeah, again, I didn't watch this game, but from what I heard, I'm again not watching this. From what I'm hearing, everyone is so high in the Cowboys we'll get to, and then the 49ers, that there might be some sneaky value in the Eagles dropping a little bit. I mean, their roster is so ridiculous, but from what I've heard, the coaching was not looking good. I mean, they did lose both coordinators.
It's just something was off. They're the same team as last year, and they should be just as good, and they kind of are just as good, but something was just a little bit off.
And that could have been Belichick, because Belichick does that to teams. Well, he'll just take away your best option, and you don't know what to do. But
it just seems like the Eagles were messing up more than the Patriots were coming back.
I think Sirianni's true colors are gonna come out. I don't think he has any idea what's going on.
Whoa, I like this take.
Yeah, I like that take too.
I think the team's just unbelievable. Dude, give us the headset and they'll win 8-10 games.
It does seem like Sirianni's just one of a normal dude who is just out there kind of.
He literally, I mean, no disrespect to him, but he looks like a PE coach on the sideline. Whatever. And also, shout out, they lost C.J. Gardner-Johnson, looks sick on the Lions. Obviously, he's not the reason why they look as bad, but shout out C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
He played a hell of a game on Thursday.
Yeah, he's a dog. And obviously they still have Darius Slay, and he had a fucking pick six, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
He played sick.
That's the thing. They had a pick six, and if the Patriots just kick a field goal on the second to last drive, they would have had a chance to kick a field goal at the end to win it.
Yeah.
The 4th and 5 from your own 50 for the Eagles at the end. What do we just punt the ball?
Yeah,
no. Minute left, just pin them. That was weird. I mean, they won, but that was weird.
But yeah, Belichick's shown he's still here. But how far is Mac Jones gonna get you? I don't fucking.
Yeah, I'm not a big Mac Jones guy.
Unrelated to the game, I've had a take I kind of just wanted to get off, and since you said Sirianni looked just like a normal guy on the sideline, I just felt like this is a good time to bring it up. If I was rich enough to buy an NFL team, I definitely would, obviously, because I'm not a fucking psycho. But I think I would fully be the GM, the owner, and the coach. I think I would do all three. And who's gonna stop?
I think you're wearing too many hats.
It's my team.
But it doesn't matter.
The fans are gonna say I'm wearing too many hats and be like, dude, I paid.
But isn't the owner doing that?
Coach's salary, which are me.
Isn't the owner doing that anyway? And I'm basing this solely off of draft day. He was telling everyone what to do. He was telling the coach what to do. He was telling the GM what to do.
Winning time.
I'm gonna
have that on somewhere on Sunday, actually helping call plays.
I would be on the sideline, but I think it would just give me too much anxiety trying to call plays. I've never played a down of football in my life.
Yeah. I would get schemed up. If I was playing pass, I'd be getting schemed up.
I'm not calling the plays. I'm gonna have an offensive defensive coordinator, but I'm be the head coach, organize everyone, and maybe I'll hire a really sick assistant, an old timer who's just done, but he can help me show me the ropes, and he could just be we can drink together on the sideline. I don't care. It's my team.
Maybe first 3 years I'm just apprenticing, and then I take over.
I was thinking about this. Do you think Dion calls any plays? I truly think 90% of his job is making sure they're hyped up.
Yeah, he just runs the organization.
Just ready to go. Yeah.
It's just this is my Brad Underwood take. That's what Dion does. All you gotta do is recruit. Dion does it to so many different levels, but half of college athletics, 90% of college athletics is getting the guys on the field.
I agree. I think he can be a terrible X. I mean, fuck Brad. Brad's terrible X's and O's, and we can't win anything. And he only recruits big guys who can't shoot. So.
Yo, Brandon
Dorothy, I want to hear your Daniel Jones panic meter now.
Oh, yes.
It's through
40 to nothing, by the way.
It's through the roof. If you're the Giants at 140, 135 million, oh my God.
Yeah, somewhere around there.
Oh my God. I'd be paying other teams to take it. I don't even. They're in so much trouble. I don't even know what they're going to do. And Dable, I was locked in on Dable. I don't even know. Did they give up? I don't even know what and I hate the fucking Cowboys. But
it got out of hand really early because, special teams. Like
Yeah. No, they had a
touchdown.
great first drive. Like they had one drive.
Yeah, that was their only chance to score points the entire game. It was a blocked field goal
But
return.
also my thing, like I thought Daniel Jones, not like take a jump. I just thought he would throw. Like we're paying 130 million for him to run. What the fuck? He's terrible. They're in trouble.
Yeah.
Saquon will leave. I mean, they really have nothing. They have Dexter Lawrence.
It's game one. I won't overreact. Like the Giants are probably gonna be a decent football team this year, but I won't overreact. But the Giants deserve everything that's coming to them right now, and
Yeah.
for two reasons. One, you pay Danny Dimes that contract. You
Instead of
are
paying
going to
Saquon.
be the most mediocre team for the next 5 years, and it's your own fault. Two, it's running back karma. Like that whole team is Saquon Barkley. Like do what the 49ers did. Get a 7th round pick to throw Saquon Barkley the ball in space. Like you don't like you gotta pay the running back. You don't. I hope my teams I root for never do. But karma.
I think Saquon would be the exception. Like you
they
pay
yeah
There
they
are guys that
prioritize Danny
like a little
Dimes.
bit
I'd rather
like
have Saquon Barkley as the quarterback.
you can afford to pay a little extra for Saquon.
no, I
I
mean the
agree.
offense is so bad. And like Chris Collinsworth kept talking about, oh, they got speed, they got speed. He can't even throw to the fucking wide receivers. So what's
It took him like the entire first quarter to even complete a pass. The entire first drive, they didn't throw the ball
yeah,
well.
no, he
Got
ran. It
back
was
like
a bunch of QB draws or him scrambling.
a huge scramble. My take on the
I'm
Cowboys is they're winning the NFC East. It's the
yeah.
best team in the NFC.
Yeah, it's 100%. Oh wait, no, Eagles are pretty good, but I do agree that Cowboys are winning it.
I think the Cowboys are better than the Eagles. And
I would have
I'm a
to pick
Dak
on them a
believer.
little bit.
I'll clarify. I'm a Dak believer. I think he gets way too much hate, and I think he's actually good. And I think
I
he'll be a
agree that
top
they'll have a good
borderline. I think
regular
he'll be
season.
borderline like top 7, top 8 quarterback in NFL this year.
They're gonna have a good regular season, but I just when it comes down to it, like
They're gonna lose the divisional.
who are they gonna beat? They're not gonna be the
No, they're
Niners.
gonna lose the divisional like they do every year.
They're going to
Yeah.
lose in the divisional, but they're going to win the NFC East. I don't think they're going to make the Super
But
Bowl. But
that's I think the position they're in is like the hardest one in sports because obviously Dak isn't that bad, and you're having great seasons where you get to the playoffs, but you just can't get over that.
I
Which is
I
like in that situation, what do you do? Do you start over? I mean, I don't know what you do there.
I think they're too close to like start over. I think they have a legitimate shot of like making the Super Bowl and doing it this year. And I do think what they're doing a little bit is like they're Dak believers, but they're also like Dak, we have such a good defense. If you just don't turn the ball over, we're gonna win a lot of games.
I
yeah,
agree.
I think they're just gonna like really focus. Like I think McCarthy's gonna do a job of like we don't need to force it downfield. Like Dak can throw it downfield and light up a game, but then he can also throw 4 picks. So like can control Dak a little bit more, which I think they're gonna do. I
I
think
agree.
they have a shot this year.
I
I agree.
think that I heard that somewhere before because they had Kellen Moore last year and they were like the number one scoring offense
Yeah.
in the entire NFL and they let him go. Like
No.
they fired him.
Yeah.
It's probably because of that reason that you just said. Like they can score a lot of points, but then also Dak at the same time. If you're asking him to do that much, then he's going to turn the ball over and then it just gets messy.
Yeah.
I think they'd rather just like play a clean football game and try to win that way. So I think it's kind of
When,
smart.
when your defense is playing like how they did last night,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. It's literally
Also,
Purdy, like the decisions Purdy's making. I mean, maybe Purdy's scared to throw downfield, but like he doesn't throw any interceptions.
Yeah, I think it's a similar game. Like they're both just have so much
Yeah.
skill and
And
defense.
they got the dogs. Someone's gonna be fucking open.
I heard I saw on Twitter. I mean, I didn't do any of this, but they apparently lined up Miles Garrett at like middle linebacker like 10 times the Browns did, and he had like 5 pressures on 10 lineups and like or so. I don't know the stat exactly, but
Yeah.
like lining middle linebacker is hilarious.
It's if they're athletic enough, then like you should definitely do it.
Just
That's like
doing it, let them get a little like running head start into the defensive line.
yeah, it's just about matchups. Like you got to play your match. It's like when the Chiefs like put Chris Jones at outside on at D end. The AFC Championship game, the last play of the game, they put him at D end and he got a sack. Like, but he's a D tackle. Like you just got to play your match. I love it. Positionless football, which is like the exact opposite of what the Bears are doing.
Yes,
That was cool. That was the weirdest play of the weekend for sure.
As we're like attempting to be the Aldi brand, pardon my take. PFT had a great take today. Like DeForest Buckner will always be the biggest man on a football field.
Massive. I think Calais Campbell, but
Oh, it's
either one of them two.
but on the field at the same time very much, so they're both can kind of have that category, but they're both just huge.
Massive. You love to see that kind of effort.
All right, should we do our one and only segment?
Yeah, it's your segment.
Start bench cut, because these go viral on TikTok or Twitter all the time, and people just argue. All right,
What's
I'll
the
start
premise of
off.
start bench cut?
What?
What's like the premise of it?
It's just, you can do players, you can do anything. Like it doesn't have to be sports related. You can do any three things, and you got to start one, you got to bench one, you got to cut one. It's,
Oh, okay.
it's
All
like
right. I'll think.
Hail Mary fuck, but it's
Yeah,
more
yeah.
sports
Gotcha.
oriented.
I'll,
Start us
should we do
off.
categories, or
We,
maybe an
yeah,
upcoming
we
show?
can start to focus it, but right now I think we can just wild card it. Also, if you want to do more than one, like go ahead.
All right. I'm
Um,
gonna do divisional winners. I think.
okay. I'm gonna do one that is very personal to the Chicago Bears, as we've talked about so much, and I think can go viral. That's strictly it. Start bench cut: Matt Eberflus, Matt Nagy, Mark Trestman.
Matt Eberflus, Matt Nagy, Mark Tressman.
Mark.
Wait, is this cut, or start bench cut?
I think I still think I'm still an Eberflus believer right now. It's waning. I think he's got like a good demeanor for like a head coach, but I think I'd start Eberflus, benching Trestman, and cutting Nagy.
Dude, I don't know.
They're all so
Tressman was
bad.
so bad.
I almost threw Lovey in it, but I just start Lovey every time.
Yeah, Lovey's favorite.
Lovey got us the one pick. Don't forget.
Talk about talk about a coach who looks like a normal dude on the sideline. Eberflus just looks like a dad.
I
Like he
love
looks
it.
like he could be any of our dads, and he's just the head coach.
Good point. All right, either of you have a start bench cut? Could be player.
I'll do divisional winners between Packers, 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 Falcons. Let's see, Packers, Falcons, Bengals. I'll start the Packers. I think that they're going to win the NFC North. I think the defense is actually very good. I think uh, what's his face, Love. I think he's good enough to win you games. And the NFC North is. I'm not a believer in the Lions, so. Uh, who's the next one? Falcons. Falcons. I'll bench. I think that they can definitely win the division, but everybody's talking about how easy the Saints' schedule is. You never know with the NFC South. It's just like depends how the ball bounces. But I think the Falcons play. They play a brand of football. It can win you games. They're doing completely opposite of what everybody else in the league is doing. But it works. Bench, Bengals. I think the Ravens, this is their year. You think the Saints will? So yeah, I think I'm leaning more towards the Falcons.
I think the recording stopped. I don't know what happened. I got a FaceTime and it.
It's still going. It's still going.
All right.
I can still
It's
see
just
it.
it started over on my end. I don't know what happened. I got a FaceTime and it fucked everything.
Kirk Cousins, Derek Carr, Baker Mayfield. I'm excited to hear your answers.
Yeah, what I got. I think I got my answer. I'm I'm starting Derek Carr, Kirk Cousins. I'm starting Derek Carr. I'm benching Kirk Cousins. I'm cutting Baker Mayfield.
Oh. So
You
you're
used to be
starting
the
Derek
biggest
Carr.
Kirk guy.
You're off. I hate saying this because I'm a Kirk hater, but I would start Kirk, bench Baker. I like the Moxie. Cut Derek Carr.
Whoa, I like that.
What about Garoppolo? What if Garoppolo was in there? You think you'd start Garoppolo? I also think I would
Who
start
are we
Garoppolo.
taking out? Who are we taking out for Garoppolo?
Kirk Cousins. No. Wait, you guys both hated Baker. Yeah, take out Baker. So now Garoppolo.
Then I'm probably going Carr, start, bench Garoppolo, cut Kirk Cousins. I think you're right. I'm cutting Kirk Cousins. I was the same way.
I think I'd start Garoppolo just strictly based off. He he got banged up. He came back out there. He's a good looking dude. He'll put some people in the seats. Like he's an easy guy to cheer for.
He plays the game the right
He, these guys all play the game the right way.
way.
That should be a segment. Plays the game the right way, and it's just like a white boy who went off. Puka Nakua. No. Who is the white boy that went off? I honestly don't even know if any of them.
Purdy, JJ Watt or TJ Watt.
Oh, this is so unrelated, but kind of. Jake Ferguson, like the tight end for the Cowboys. I have him in our league. He didn't really do anything, but he's dating one of the Cavender twins.
Respect.
I did not know. I was not familiar with his game. I don't know which one he's dating, but I was not. I literally was not familiar with his game. I saw
Can
that
you name
TikTok.
a single? Can you name the Cavender's first names? I think one's Haley.
I think one's Leah. Leah. I don't know. That could be right. Let us know in the comment section. Which Cavender twin is
our one
dating Jake
listener, if I
Ferguson?
ever get this posted, is going to sound off in the comment section. Like and subscribe. All right, guys, great week 1. I hope no one listens. We're going to take this thing to the moon. This is the fastest growing podcast YouTube thing in the world. That's a fact.
The only
Verified.
success we can see, or the percentage of whatever we can, it'll only be infinite growth from here.
Yeah, 100%. And we
More
just
than
talked all
100%.
for like an hour, and it was great. I miss doing that. Yeah, Wednesday. Preview Saturday and Sunday. I don't know.
Tune in next week to find out.
Yeah, you gotta tune in the next episode. All right,
Vikings Eagles. Let it simmer.
guys. Thanks for coming around the herd. Outro music. Love you guys. See you boys.
Bye.